Learn to love yourself more than anyone else. Before we dive in, let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly appreciated yourself? Not for what you did, not for what you achieved, but simply for being you. Most of us spend our entire lives seeking love from others, approval from friends, validation from family, affection from a partner. But in the process, we forget the most important love of all, self-love. The truth is, if you don't love yourself, you will always look for someone else to fill that void. You will chase relationships, accomplishments, and external success, hoping they will make you feel complete. But real fulfillment doesn't come from the outside. It starts within. Imagine what your life could look like if you loved yourself the way you love others, unconditionally, wholeheartedly, without judgment. Learning to love yourself isn't about arrogance or selfishness. It's about recognizing your worth and treating yourself with the same kindness and respect you so easily give to others. So today we're diving deep into the journey of self-love, why it's essential, how to cultivate it, and how to make it stronger than any external validation. Are you ready? Let's go. From the time we were kids, society drilled into us that loving ourselves too much is a bad thing. We've been told that confidence is arrogance, that prioritizing ourselves is selfish, and that putting others first is the only way to be a good person. But let me ask you, who benefits from you believing that? Who gains when you constantly sacrifice your happiness, your boundaries, and your dreams just to keep others comfortable? The truth is, real self-love is not about selfishness. It's about balance. It's about recognizing that you deserve to take up space, that your needs and feelings matter just as much as anyone else's. Think about it. When you truly love yourself, you don't need to beg for attention, you don't tolerate toxic relationships, and you don't settle for less than you deserve. Self-love gives you the power to walk away from what doesn't serve you, not because you don't care about others, but because you finally care about yourself. The moment you unlearn the lie that self-love is selfish, you'll realize that it's actually the key to being a better friend, partner, and human. Because when your cup is full, you don't just survive, you thrive. And from that place, you can give to others freely, without resentment, without exhaustion, without losing yourself. Be honest. How much of your happiness depends on what others think of you? How often do you change yourself, shrink yourself, or censor yourself just to fit in? We live in a world where likes, comments, and approval determine our self-worth. We crave validation so badly that we let it dictate our decisions, our dreams, and even our sense of identity. But here's the brutal truth. If you base your self-worth on external validation, you will always be at the mercy of other people's opinions. One compliment can make you feel on top of the world, and one criticism can shatter your confidence in seconds. That's not self-love. That's self-abandonment. When you learn to love yourself unconditionally, you stop needing constant reassurance from the outside world. You start validating yourself. You realize that your worth is not tied to how many people approve of you, but to how deeply you accept yourself. Imagine living in a way where your confidence isn't shaken by rejection, where you no longer seek permission to be yourself. True self-love means standing firm in who you are, even when others don't understand, support, or celebrate you. It means knowing that the only validation that truly matters is the one you give yourself. How many times have you believed that the right relationship would finally make you feel whole? that if you could just find the perfect partner, everything would fall into place. It's a lie we've all been fed, that love from someone else will heal what's broken inside of us. But here's what no one tells you. No amount of love from another person can replace the love you refuse to give yourself. If you don't believe you are worthy, if you don't treat yourself with kindness, if you don't respect your own boundaries, you will keep attracting people who reflect those insecurities back to you. You'll mistake attachment for love, validation for connection, and emotional highs for happiness. But when you learn to love yourself, everything changes. You stop settling for half-hearted love. You stop tolerating mistreatment. You stop waiting for someone else to make you feel special because you already know your worth. Loving yourself means giving yourself the care, the patience, and the compassion you've spent years giving to others. It means waking up and deciding every single day that you are enough, just as you are. You don't need to chase love. You are love. And the moment you embrace that, the right people will gravitate toward you, not because you need them to complete you, but because your wholeness will attract those who truly see and appreciate you. If you spoke to your best friend the way you speak to yourself, would they still be your friend? Think about it. How often do you criticize yourself, call yourself unworthy, or focus only on your flaws? We are our own worst enemies, not because we want to be, but because we've been conditioned to believe we aren't enough. The voice in your head, that's not yours. It's years of external judgment, toxic expectations, and past experiences shaping your self-perception. But here's the truth. The way you talk to yourself creates your reality. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, you'll stop believing it. If you constantly compare yourself to others, you'll never feel satisfied. But if you start speaking to yourself with love, kindness, and encouragement, everything shifts. Instead of saying, "I'm such a failure," try, "I am learning and growing every day." Instead of, "I'll never be enough," say, "I am already enough." Rewriting the script in your mind is the first step to real self-love. Treat yourself like you would a loved one, because at the end of the day, you are the only person who will be with you for life. You deserve to be spoken to with love, and that love must start from within. How many times have you said yes when you wanted to say no? How often do you put others first, even when it drains you? We've been taught that being a good person means always being available, always helping, always sacrificing. But the truth is, constantly overextending yourself isn't kindness, it's self-neglect. Real self-love means protecting your energy, your time, and your peace. It means recognizing that your needs matter too. Setting boundaries isn't about pushing people away. It's about keeping yourself intact. It's about understanding that you cannot pour from an empty cup. If you allow people to take advantage of you, they will. Not because they're bad people, but because you haven't shown them how to respect your limits. Boundaries aren't walls. They are guidelines for how you deserve to be treated. And they tell the world, "I love myself enough to not accept less than I deserve." And the beautiful thing is, the right people will respect them. The ones who don't, they were never meant to be in your life long term. So the next time you feel guilty for saying no, remind yourself, protecting your well-being is not selfish. It's necessary. How many times have you shrunk yourself to make others comfortable? How often do you hold back your opinions, dim your light, or change who you are just to fit in? We live in a world that constantly tells us who we should be, what we should do, and how we should act. And when we don't fit the mold, we apologize. We say sorry for being too much, too loud, too ambitious. But let me tell you something. The world doesn't need another watered-down version of someone else. It needs the real you, the version of you that isn't afraid to take up space, to speak your mind, to stand tall in your truth. Self-love means unapologetically embracing who you are, flaws, strengths, quirks, and all. It means realizing that you are not here to please everyone, and that's okay. The people who truly belong in your life will love you for exactly who you are, not for the version of you that makes them comfortable. So stop apologizing for being yourself. You are not too much. You are enough, exactly as you are. Let's get real. How often do you blame circumstances, other people, or the past for your unhappiness? It's easy to think, I'd be happy if only my job was better, if my relationship was perfect, if life was easier. But here's the truth. Happiness isn't something you find, it's something you create. No one is coming to rescue you. No perfect partner, no dream job, no amount of money can give you lasting happiness if you don't already have it within. Because happiness isn't about what's happening around you, it's about what's happening inside you. Self-love means taking full ownership of your joy. It means realizing that your mindset, your daily habits, and your choices shape your happiness far more than external circumstances ever will. The moment you stop waiting for something or someone to make you happy and start choosing happiness for yourself, you reclaim your power. You realize that joy isn't a destination. So stop outsourcing your happiness, take control, take action, and start creating a life that makes you excited to wake up every morning. How many times have you replayed your mistakes, your regrets, your past pain, like a movie stuck on repeat? How often do you judge yourself for the things you wish you had done differently? We are so quick to forgive others, yet when it comes to ourselves, we hold on to guilt like a punishment we think we deserve. But here's the truth. You cannot truly love yourself if you are still carrying the weight of self-blame. Whatever happened in the past, whatever choices you made, whatever pain you experienced, it does not define you. Holding on to regret only keeps you trapped in a version of yourself that no longer exists. Self-love means allowing yourself to move forward, to grow, to evolve, without being chained to past mistakes. It means understanding that you did the best you could with the knowledge and awareness you had at the time. Forgive yourself, not because you're excusing the past, but because you deserve peace. You are not your mistakes. You are not your past. You are the person who is here right now, choosing to be better, to heal, and to love yourself fully. Let go. You owe it to yourself. Self-love isn't a one-time event. It's not something you wake up with and magically have forever. It's a choice, one that you have to make every single day. Some days it will feel easy. Other days it will feel impossible. But even on the hard days, especially on the hard days, you have to choose yourself. Choose to rest when you're tired. Choose to set boundaries when you feel overwhelmed. Choose to remind yourself that you are worthy, even when your mind tries to convince you otherwise. Self-love isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up for yourself again and again, no matter what. The world will try to tell you who to be. Society will try to make you doubt yourself. But at the end of the day, the only person who truly needs to believe in you is you. So make the commitment today to love yourself more than anyone else. Not because others don't matter, but because you matter too. And when you love yourself fully, you set the standard for how the world treats you. You show others what is possible, you inspire, you lead, you thrive. So go ahead, love yourself unapologetically, fiercely, and without hesitation, because you are worth it. Today, tomorrow, and always.